Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Copycat Ram. This is Ram and today I have brought another video for you. Right now on the screen you can see that there are some of the cards that hold some of the basic informations like images, title, paragraph and the price. And if you check my code, then you will find that there is an main component that I have created, and here I have created all the HTML things that going to be responsible for this UI. And the one things that we will notice that to achieve these multiple cards, what I have done, I have repeated the same code multiple times. So right now here you can see the first card, the second card, the third card and so on. What I am going to show here, I am going to show here that how you can use the power of the ReactJs so that you can create your own custom component. What will be advantage of that component? The advantage of these components will be that it will help you to use the same thing at multiple places without repeating the HTML. So without any further delay, let's begin. So let me first create a folder. So here I am going to create a folder that will be known as the card, and inside the card again I am going to create a file that will be known as the card.js, and this will be the main card.js component that we will call every time whenever we need to have the card UI. So here I am going to use the arrow function to create the card component. So let me create this, and inside the return, what I am going to do here, I am going to copy the card UI and simply going to paste it inside the return. And at the end, just we need to have to export the card component so that we can use it at the multiple places. To use the card component, we just only need to call the card component where you want to use it. So let me save. Right now you can see that on the screen we have the total 5 items, and this is the one that we have created. So let's change the title to 2 and let's save. So right now you can see that my face not my heart 2. So that means our card component is working fine. But now the thing is that so it is holding a default some of the content. So how we can change this thing dynamically? So we know that to every component we can pass any custom prop. So to change the card information dynamically, here I am going to do that. Here I am going to pass custom props that will be known as the data, and to this data I will pass an object, and this object will contain all the dynamic information that I want to show inside the card. So what kind of information we need? So we need a image URL, image alt text, a highlighted text, a main title and paragraph, as well as the price. So for that, here I am going to do this as, so here I am going to take img object. So right now you can see that I have set all the important key that I want to change the card informations like image, type, card title, content and price. The next thing what we need to do, so we need to receive that props inside the card component. So let us do this. For that, here I am going to set data, and next thing is that I am going to print the data. So first is the data dot img. Inside the img we have URL, we have the alt. So let me set img dot URL. So right now what I have done over here, so first of all I have extracted the props key. So right now on the main file what we were doing, we were passing the data name data props as the name, and so here inside the card I am receiving the data, and over here and directly here I have extracted the data key from the props, and then using the JSS I simply have printed the information. Like for the image URL I have printed data.img.url, for the alt img.alt, and so on. I have changed all the information that I am receiving through the props. So let me save and check whether it's working or not. Right now on the screen you can see that now it's working fine, and we have one extra card that we have called inside the main. So let us also check if it's working or not by changing the data to the props. So what I am going to do here, I am going to change the price to $1,000, as well as I'm going to change ethnic to modern. So let us change and save. So right now you can see that the text changed dynamically. Whatever information we have provided over here is going to be changed. And let us suppose that we want to have a multiple card at the same places. So for that we need to call the card multiple times, not the HTML. So that's it. And again let me remove the some of the card over here. Let me change the content. So the type is going to be introvert. The title will be this same. Let me make it to the 2, and the price going to be 500. So let me save. So right now you can see that we have my face not 2, introvert, and $500. So this is the power of the ReactJs custom component. So now whenever we need whenever we need to have the card UI on the pages, you just only need to call the card component, and simply you have to pass the information to it. So the next thing is that what you can do. Let's suppose that you have called the card component but you have not passed the price. So what you want that if the price is not given, then the price element should be get hidden. So let me check whether it's happening or not. So let us save. So right now you can see that the only $sign is showing. Okay, so there is one problem. So how you can hide this? So for that you can use the AND condition. So what I'm going to do, I am going to copy data.price and going to take all the element inside the curly bracket, or you can say JSX, and going to set AND. So what is going to do this is going to check if data.price have the any value, then only going to print the S3 price element. So let me save. So right now you can see that the element is gone, or it is now disappear. Even now if you try to inspect this, then the element you will not find anymore, because the S3 element is under the condition. It will show only if there is a value to the price. So let us go over here. So you can see that under the shopping container there is only button. Okay, but in the UI you can see that there was an extra S3 element with the class name of the price, but as we have not provided any kind of price, that's why the element is now has been removed from the UI. That is the main thing about the power of the ReactJs. Now the next thing that I want to show you, that let us suppose that you have simply called and card, but you have not passed any kind of information to the props. So in that cases what will happen? So let me save it and see what happened. So right now you can see that there you find the React show an error that data is not defined, because the card is expecting to have an props data, and right now you can see here that I have simply just called the card but have not provided any information or have not passed any props. So how we can deal with this? What we can do, we can set some default props or we can set some placeholder content, so that if you call only the card, then the placeholder content will be shown to the UI and the React will not throw any kind of error. So let us do. So for that, what you need to do, so before exporting the card, you just have to set default props. So here card dot default props, and you need to set data key. So what you need to do, you need to just provide the same object as you were providing while calling the card component. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to copy the object and here I'm going to paste it. So let me save. So right now you can see that the error has been removed. And also let us check. So what I'm going to set here, default props, and let me also change the placeholder content so that we can see whether it's working or not. So default, so again here I'm going to set default props title. Let me save. Here is the third element that we have called inside the main. Okay, that was the one, that was the second, and this is the third where we have not passed any kind of props. So as we have not passed any props, so it's going to use the default props that we have set it here. So default props is act just like a normal placeholder. If you do not pass anything, then it will use the default props value, and the same thing is happening over here. You can see here. If you found this video helpful, please do not forget to like the video, subscribe the channel, and comment down if you have any other question. Thank you for watching.